Going on, everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of my breakout strategy. So in today's video, I'm gonna be pretty much recording myself taking a setup tonight. Basically every 5 step that I showed you guys in the previous video, I'm gonna be doing it pretty much live. So I'm gonna be looking for possible setups, and I'm also gonna be entering any setup if I do enter tonight. So we're gonna mark up. So let's go from the weekly time frame and see what's going on. So this week so far, as you guys can see, the weekly candle, we're kind of bullish. We are seeing major rejection towards the downside over here. So notice how many times price action has been rejecting here, pretty much maintaining these highs. We can be maintaining these lows over here, which price action doesn't want to break under, right? So we're still maintaining the same exact lows as the previous one. Yesterday daily candle, right, we do have like an undecision candle, rejection towards this area of support. This new daily candle has opened very bullish, breaking to the upside. Now, one thing that we're going to mark up here in the daily time frame is these three zones over here. One, we do have a major resistance at the 183.667. Two, we are coming into this area of resistance, which we have to go down into the 4-hour to make sure this is correct. So we're going to draw this right over here, or let's go in the 1-hour to make sure. Yes, we're going to put this a little bit higher. So we're going to put this at the 182.500. Okay, so that we got another level right there, which is this area of resistance. Let's see what else we're looking at. Daily. So we do know that the daily is rejecting the support right over here. We're having a bullish reaction to the upside. We're coming into this area of resistance. We can also mark this up right over, I would say this one, just to make sure. This can be the first target. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that can be one of the targets. So that's what we're gonna mark up for resistance. Right now we're gonna be looking for our support. So for the support, I really don't look at it from the higher time frame. Just want to focus right now on the 5 minutes. So let's see what we can catch on the 5 with the support. So definitely have my eyes on this one right over here. Let me see if it looks clean in the past. Maybe lower this down right over here. Okay, and if we go to the 15, see what it looks like. Okay, so yeah, we got one there. Do we have another one left over here? We do have another one right over here. Well, it's kind of tricky now. So this is like how market overall, the overall structure with the higher time frame, right? It's just pretty much just ranging between these two zones over here. We have the 183.67 and we also have the 181.100. So price action is just ranging between here, and then we're just ranging between these zones right over here, which is kind of messy. So it's like really hard to be looking for the right structure. So this is where you got to be very patient. Make sure you guys are marking up correctly, because then again, one little mistake can obviously cost you losing money. So what I'm looking at as well will probably be this zone right over here, which is, look in my eyes. So it's like calling my name, but I just don't like, if we go to the 5, maybe this one right over here. This would definitely be a risky trade right here if we do take some sells from down there. This was 100% definitely risky, but okay, so this is exactly what I'm going to be waiting for tonight then. I'm going to put this higher, 182.520. This right here is my no trade zone. Not really interested in anything here. So we're going to mark this up, put this from above here, put this down right there. So I'm going to put this red. Okay. So this is what I'm going to be looking for. I'm looking for risky sells under the 182. 182. We're looking at 182, 160 for risky. We're looking for high probability under here. I want that 181, 800. we're looking for high prob buys above here. So I'm not really looking for risky buys or risky resistance. So again, we know that the daily time frame, right, we are pretty much bullish. We are seeing major rejection towards this area of support. We go down to the 4 hour stretch is bullish. Same thing with the 1 hour time frame, we are bullish, right? Price session earlier today, or we can say yesterday, we did see some break above these highs over here, which, as you guys can see, price session is trading above it. We're coming into this area of resistance, which is obviously where we have to be patient, right? So if we do want to continue this buy movement, in my case, right, if we want to continue with this buy movement, we definitely have to see a break above this resistance over here. If we do get a break above this resistance, I'm looking for buys back into the 182,900, which will be my first take profit, which will be back at this area of resistance. Same exact story. If price action does break above the 182,900, so if we do break above the 182,900, then I'm looking to add another position and then start taking buys back above to the 183,667, right? That will be if obviously the bullish continue pushing to the upside. Second, if price action does reject the zones over here and price action is just trading around the zones over here, this is really not where I'm interested in taking any buys or setups. So basically I'll just avoid it. I'm just gonna be waiting for a break under here, which will be the first risky for the first high risk setup that I'll be taking, which will be a sell position, right? So if we do get a break under here, I'll be waiting to see if price action can maintain under the 182, 160, possibly waiting for the pullback. If we do get those confirmation, then I'll be entering some sells. Definitely take 181, 800 will be my first take profit once price action does come here. Mostly take my profit from there, move my stop loss to break even, and if we do continue breaking under here, then we can definitely continue the sells, possibly back down into these lows over here, which is the first low that Monday created, which is going to be down at the 180, we can say 180, 100. So that's exactly what I'm going to be looking for tonight. Very simple. Obviously, we're just going to be very patient, so we're going to set up some alarm. So 182, 160 is one alarm, and then 182, 181, 800. So another alarm, or let's put 810, and then we got 182, 520 there. So this is exactly what I'm going to be looking for tonight. So I'll be back at London Open, which is at 3 a.m. Couple minutes from now, so we can be back to see what's up. All right, so we're back in the chart. So as you guys can see, it is 7:44 a.m. It is the next morning, and last night we did enter a position with GJ, which I'm going to show you guys right now. So last night I left out over here, but I was simply waiting for the break either to the upside or the break under these two lows over here to possibly continue selling back into the downside, right? So this is exactly what happened during the London session. So first thing first, we got the break above this area of resistance, right? So obviously with the 5 steps that I showed you guys, the last step was whenever we do get a candle break above the area of resistance, our job is to simply wait for the pullback, right? So this is exactly what happened. We got the pullback over here. Price action started pulling back, and then this is exactly where I enter my buy stop. So I enter my buy stop at the 182,637, which were where I did enter my buy stop. So let me just put this all the way back, and let me show you guys exactly my risk to reward. So let me just take this back. All right, right there. So this is exactly where I did enter my buy stop last night. I did enter at the 182,630. And from there on, obviously, we just waited to see if price session would activate our trade to keep pushing to the upside. And this is exactly what happened last night. Boom. As you guys can see, price session activate our trade, and we went straight to profit. 100 pips, also a 3-to-1 risk to reward trade. This was also a 3% trade, right? And as you guys can see, we did cut this trade last night. I did send out the trade at 3:37 a.m., which is where I broke my rule, because again, like I did mention, I don't trade during the 2:30 a.m. or during the London session. I usually start trading like around 3:10, 3:15, but this setup right here was obviously calling my name. This ended up playing out very nice for 100 pips. This was the before, and then this over here is the after, right? So again, exactly how I explained to you guys in the previous video, right? Notice the candle. We got the candle break above the resistance. All we got to do is just simply wait for price action to give us the pullback, and then we enter the buy stop above this area. And as you guys can see, price action perfectly shot both, broke above this area of resistance, which was the first target, and then price action is now back at this other area as resistance for the second target. So As you guys can see, this is exactly how I trade my strategy every single London session with GBP, JPY. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.